What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Wakefield FC Road to Glory. We're almost there. We are in the Premier League. We narrowly avoided relegation last season, and we look to move forward again and take bigger steps in our Premier League campaign on our way to winning either the Premier League or the Champions League trophy. So we've had a player come in from our pre-contract agreement. So let's go take a look at the team sheet now. So this is how the squad is looking going into our second season in the Premier League. We have, who was the arrival here? It was Sergio Canos here, who basically could play both wings and both right wing or left wing back positions, maybe slot in at left or right back if we need a goal. So he's a very versatile player who comes right onto the bench. Wilkinson returns here from loan and is now a 75 overall rated center attacking midfielder, which that makes him our best. So he will, I see him splitting time with McAtee this season. And we might be looking out for a replacement for Burke because he's done so well for us. But maybe just get a higher rated striker in, maybe let Blake go on loan and see if we can find something this transfer window. But we'll definitely look to make some improvements. We still only have $22 million again from the Wakefield board. And that's with the second season now in the Premier League. So I feel that's a little bit stingy from our board. But so we'll look to make some improvements. But speaking of the board, let's go take a look at the board objectives now. So as you can still hear, a moderate popularity rating. It's been good this entire road to glory so far. Youth development, look to sign 4 players to the senior team. This is a long term within 2 seasons. We'll see if we can get that done. Brand exposure, sign 1 crucial first team player to a forward position. That's perfect. I didn't even take a look at this yet. So that fits in really well with what we want to do, and get 7 clean sheets in home matches this season. So hopefully with our stingy play, we can make that happen. Continental success still not there. Finish mid-table. So that's a significant push from just escaping relegation. And once again, of course, the round of 16 in the FA Cup. And then financial, reduce player wages by £26,000 per week. That's, I can't see us making that because honestly, we're trying to be competitive here in the Premier League. We're not going to reduce salary, but you never know. I mean, honestly, if make 4.3 million profit from a youth player comes along, if there's the right offer to sell, maybe we'll get that done. We will see. But again, it's pretty fair board objectives if you ask me. So we'll try to get as many done as possible, like we always do. Jumping over to the youth academy, there's nobody in the academy as of right now. But we do have Peter Skinner out, and there's a couple of guys here haven't signed yet, but there's the potential of maybe Matteo De Ritter and Alex Mertens here. But for now, just gonna let them continue to be scouted and see where that goes. So now we can jump ahead to the transfer business in this summer window. So the first player we bought in is Wahi Fagir on the free agent market, obviously an A rating because we didn't pay anything. And unfortunately, we don't have his player walkthrough, so that's unfortunate. But the 22-year-old Danish striker is coming in for a free transfer. And here, the big signing of this summer transfer window is set piece specialist James Ward-Prowse, coming in from Southampton, who were relegated last season, and he'll be a rock in the Wakefield FC midfield. So we've seen the guys that have come in, and now to take a look at the guys who are leaving, most of them on loan. As you can see here, Schneider going on loan to Napoli, Ollie Blake going on loan to Hoffenheim. So those 2 guys are 76 and 73 overall rated. So hopefully they can continue their growth. They're both still very, very young, just 18 and 20 years old respectively. Ibrahim as well, 20 years old, going to go out on loan again. I believe this is his 3rd season on loan. And Maric has been sold to the Italian side Salernitana. So he's the only one that's gone permanently. He put in a transfer request. He thought he wasn't getting enough playing time. So yeah, so going forward, just those 3 on loan. Maric sold permanently. And now let's go take a look at what the team looks like with the 2 new signings. So Ward-Prowse is going to jump right into the starting center midfield position next to Harry Winks. McAtee going to stay there for now. He's going to split time with Wilkinson, and Fagir is on the bench currently. He's going to split time with Ollie Burke at the striker position, and I think we're looking pretty good for now. I mean, we still don't have a lot of money. That Ward-Prowse signing of £19 million was basically the entire transfer budget. So unless a big deal comes in for somebody else, I think this is what we'll be doing for the complete transfer window. So let's go take a look at the calendar next. So taking a look at the calendar, we got Fulham, City, and Norwich starting the first 3 games of the season. Hopefully we can get, I mean, there's a potential of getting 6 of 9 points there. Before we go too far ahead, we'll take a look at the preseason tournament. Again, only 4 points, still nowhere close to winning that. Maybe eventually. Okay, so we covered the first 3 games, September another 3. And again, those are some winnable games, I believe. So hopefully we can get a good start to this season. The month of October, bit more difficult with West Ham, Chelsea, Tottenham, Everton. November that's a super tough month, even though it's only 3 games for now. I was looking at the Tottenham. Oops. It's actually Nottingham Forest, so we can get a little result from that. Then Arsenal, Manchester United. And then a jam-packed month of December that'll bring us to the January transfer window. So we're going to jump into the highlights, but first, because I actually remembered this time, we're going to go take a look at the new kits for this season. So taking a look at our kits this season, we got the, staying with Nike, we got the full yellow and patterned black, if you will. For home, away we got the clean white with the little bit of black trim. And then for the alternate, I liked it so much I kept the Jordan purple and gold alternate kit, and that's what we're looking like. Now we can jump into the highlights. So we're going to kick this highlight package off at the newly renovated Wakefield Park that has now seen an extra, I think it's 8,000 seats added to the ground. We welcomed Fulham in for the first game of the season, and in the 3rd minute, it'd be James Ward-Prowse opening his Wakefield account with a penalty early on in the 3rd minute, making it 1-0 Wakefield. That is how this one would end, and Wakefield get off to a flying start this season with 3 points with the first win very quickly. The next test would be much more difficult away at Manchester City, but new signing Waheed Fagir would be played through and chip Ederson to make it 1-0 Wakefield just under the half an hour mark, and that's how that one would end, getting a shock result for Wakefield away at Manchester City. Next up for Wakefield be welcoming Norwich to Wakefield Park. And James Ward-Prowse would get another chance to score from the penalty spot in the 61st minute. But a big save by Angus Gunn keeps it 0-0. And then down the other way, it would be a big save from the Wakefield keeper to keep this one 0-0. The next chance for Wakefield would be away at Turf Moor taking on Burnley. And in this one would be all about Marley Aki. He first sends a beautiful ball over to Connor Bradley, who can't miss from there, making it 1-0. And then with Ward-Prowse being substituted in the 57th minute, Ake himself steps up, and this time goes from provider to goal scorer to make it 2-0, making sure Wakefield get another win this season. Following that game would be Wakefield inviting Spurs to Wakefield Park, which would be a tough task. But in the 75th, Ollie Burke would be in on goal and puts his shot right in the top corner, making it 1-0 Wakefield. And a lot of penalties being awarded to Wakefield in this highlight package, and Ward-Prowse again gets a chance, and this time he scores, again making it 2-0 Tottenham, making it back-to-back 2-0 wins. And the last one in this highlight package, Wakefield invite Leeds, and look at again, it's James Ward-Prowse who gets another chance from the spot, and again converts, making it 1-0 Wakefield. In the 64th, Ward-Prowse will play a fantastic ball over the top to Waheed Fagir, who puts his volley beautifully in the top corner for a wonder strike from Fagir, making it 2-0, and that was needed as Alvaro Morata would be played through and he'd score past Theo Rogers, making it 2-1. But thankfully, Wakefield will be able to hold on and see out a 2-1 win. So here's what the league table looks like halfway through the season. And we sit in 12th position This time a little bit more comfortably from that relegation zone with a 10-point gap. The Sims have not been very nice to us. We'll take a look at that in a sec. But luckily, I'm playing well in games through the highlights, so that's good. And we're right around that mid-table spot. Some surprising stuff like Nottingham Forest being ahead of Liverpool. Where is Manchester City? Newcastle leads the league right now, but our focus is Wakefield, and we're doing okay so far. Taking a look at the calendar, I'll show you here with the Sims. Not great. We've got smashed by Liverpool, got beaten heavily by Wolves. There is the fact that Theo Rogers did miss this entire month, and I believe is missing the start of January as well with a hamstring injury, so that definitely hurts. But I believe he's gotten a good amount of clean sheets already, which it's funny because we're either getting like smashed letting in 3-4 goals, or we're holding a clean sheet. So next we'll go take a look at the stats so far this season. So taking a look at the stats, we'll go and see that it's James Ward-Prowse leading the way with 8 goals and leading the way in assists with 6 for a total of 14 goal contributions. Big signing that has carried his weight so far. Other signing, Wahid Fagir has 4 goals, no assists. So sharing the load with Ollie Burke, who's got 5 goals. And Marley Ake playing really well this season with 11 goal contributions. So it looks like he's kind of taken over the spot of Dapo Afolayan, who's getting game time, but only has 1 goal contribution so far. Wilkinson, he's been getting the bulk of these sim games, if not all of them, it looks like. And he only has 1 more goal contribution than James McAtee, who has... the same amount of goal contribution as McAtee, even though he's played about 11 more games. So hopefully we can see more from him. We'll go check how our guys are doing on loan. See some of the development there. Whoops. And Diogo Cabral up to 77. Fantastic. Florian Schneider up 1 to 76. Ollie Blake staying at 73. And Ibrahim going to a 71. So Cabral is the one to keep an eye out for right now. 19-year-old Brazilian up to 77. He would be our best winger at the moment. So maybe... no, I don't think I'll touch him coming back this season, but it'll be one to look out for the season after that. Last thing we'll do is take a look at clean sheets for Theo Rogers. And Theo Rogers has 6 clean sheets in 14 games. So very, very solid there from the young English goalkeeper. So that is where we're going to leave this one, guys. We're not going to take a look at the Youth Academy because I really blew it there and forgot that the scout was finishing up in Belgium, and I missed out my chance on those 4 guys. I've relocated him to England, and so far there is absolutely nothing to report. So yeah. So if you haven't already, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. Leave a comment down below of some players you want me to go after. You know the spiel. Leave any type of comment down below. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode coming soon.